Good afternoon and welcome to News 6 Extra. I'm News 6 anchor Lisa Bell. Today is Friday, June 27th. We have a lot to get to, including everyone's favorite building in Central Florida, the so-called I-4 Eyesore, is apparently about to get its first tenant ever. So big update on that for us coming up. Also, suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez has finally bonded out of jail after being behind bars for the past 3 weeks. But first, we want to bring in meteorologist Michelle Morgan, who is standing by because today is a weather alert day. Michelle, what's happening outside?
Yeah, right now, Lisa, I am tracking some storms, mainly along our coastal zones, but nothing severe, which is great. Really
Yeah.
just getting that beneficial rain. It's so hot out there. I know you've been outside, as many of us have been already. It's humid and temperatures are warming up quickly. So let's go ahead and talk about why today is a weather alert. So most of Central Florida is under a marginal risk where we could see a few storms get a bit rowdy, producing heavy rain, lightning, small hail, and gusty winds between 50 to 60 miles per hour. And that can certainly cause a little bit of damage, especially if you have patio furniture outside, garbage bins, things like that could get blown around. Now, the timing we're looking at right now through 9 p.m. and we are looking at a few of those storms again turning strong to possibly severe. So, as we take a look at the live radar, I'm already tracking some storms over parts of Orange County as well as Volusia counties this early afternoon, and some of them packing a punch near the Titusville area, producing heavy rain. Also seeing some lightning strikes. Oak Hill getting a good soaking rain. Deltona staying another cell, staying south of Sanford, and we'll continue to see most of these showers and thunderstorms push inland as we wrap up our Friday. Temperatures are in the middle to upper 80s right now for many locations, but notice Sanford, you're at 76 degrees because it's raining in your area. So that cooling rain is cooling you guys down just a little bit. But as we take a look at your hour by hour forecast, temperatures will be steady in the lower 90s as we go through the afternoon, heat index values in the triple digits. So staying rather hot as we go through today. And the heat risk is minor to moderate, meaning that heat stress, heat stroke, anything like that is possible if you're not paying attention to your body and staying hydrated while you're outside. Now, forecast highs, we're getting into the 90s for a majority of Central Florida. 92 in DeLand, the Villages, Wildwood, 94 in Orlando, 90 in Palm Coast, and upper 80s along our beach line. So Daytona Beach, 89, New Smyrna Beach, 87, and we're looking at 89 degrees as well in Cocoa Beach. And there's also a moderate rip current risk. Rain chances will stay elevated between 60 to 70% for all cities as we go through today and lasting into tonight. So you want to make sure you have that rain gear ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at the timing. We'll continue to see showers and storms pop up along the East Coast, and all of these storms will remain, or the setup will be sea breeze driven. As we go through the 3-4 o'clock hour, seeing most of the shower and storm activity over parts of Osceola County along the I-4 corridor, points north over Flagler County, and then as I fast forward things, we'll continue to see those showers and storms fill in across the metro area. And keep in mind, again, we are looking at the atmospheric environment, pretty probable for seeing a few of those storms becoming strong to severe. Now, as we head into the evening hours, I do think most of the shower and storm activity will shift to our west. So parts of Sumter County, Lake, even Marion County, now getting in the heavy rain. Polk County could see some heavy rain as we go through that time frame. And then later on this evening, we'll continue to see showers and storms shift and then dissipate as we go through tonight. So if you have any Friday night plans, I suggest you definitely have the rain gear just in case if you get that downpour or that thunderstorm in your area. Now, the weekend forecast is looking soggy, mainly during the afternoon hours. I kept rain chances elevated at 70% both Saturday and Sunday. It'll be hot and humid. 94 degrees on Saturday, 91 degrees on Sunday. And again, today is a weather alert day. So just be mindful. Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on out there. And if you don't have our News 6 weather app, download it. It's free. We're always updating it. And then as we head into the upcoming work week, rain chances stay elevated. Again, we're entering that summer like pattern. And then it's going to stay hot and humid with temperatures in the lower 90s, Lisa.
All right, Michelle, a lot going on today. We will be keeping a close eye on it for sure. Thank you. We're
You're
also
welcome.
yeah, absolutely. We're also keeping a close eye still on the Lake County Jail. Suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez is now out of jail after posting bond yesterday. News 6 was there as he walked out of the Lake County Jail after posting his $1 million bond. He'd been behind bars there for the past 3 weeks. Now, it comes after Lopez was arrested on racketeering charges tied to what investigators are calling an illegal gambling ring. But as News 6's Angie Casada explains, his wife still remains behind bars at the Lake County Jail.
Marcos Lopez walked out of these doors last night posting that $1 million bond, but the case is far from over. Now all eyes are on his co-defendant, his wife, to see what's next if she may bond out.
Are the allegations against you true?
Suspended Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez walked out of the Lake County Jail Thursday night, 3 weeks after his arrest on racketeering charges. Lopez kept quiet, walking past reporters and into an awaiting truck. Detectives say Lopez helped run an illegal gambling operation, using his position as sheriff to protect it, and receiving hundreds of thousands in kickbacks. In his first court appearance back on June 6, a judge set his bond at $1 million and ordered that the money used to pay it had to be legally sourced. This new court filing says he's now met that threshold, clearing the way for his release. But still behind bars, his estranged wife, Robin Severance Lopez, who's charged with conspiracy. Prosecutors say she deposited over $170,000 in cash into her account just days after her husband was arrested. The big question is, will she post bond? Her bail was set at $400,000. Of course, we're going to keep you updated on what's next. Reporting in Lake County, Angie Casada, News 6.
Angie, thank you. And now to a story that I think every person in Central Florida can relate to. It is definitely about one of the most recognizable buildings in Central Florida. We're talking about the so-called I-4 Eyesore. The 18-story Majesty Building is located just off I-4 in Altamont Springs. And as community correspondent Catherine Silver explains, after sitting unfinished for decades now, it may soon have its first tenant.
We have a problem, and we need a resolution. We need help. This neighborhood needs a good helping hand, if for nothing else than for the children.
Michael Houle says it's the children who are most at risk navigating a road that has few crosswalks and is 45 miles per hour.
It's a sight you can't miss, an 18-story high-rise standing over Altamont Springs. Since the early 2000s, it's been a standing joke.
It's the I-4 Eyesore. Everyone knows it as that. I don't think anyone knows it as anything else.
Its real name is the Majesty Building, but the nickname has been shared everywhere.
It's become like a gigantic meme. I've even seen people walk around with like t-shirts of it, and it's almost like maybe like one of the biggest staples of Orlando at this point.
For 2 decades, it's been under construction, unfinished.
Even now that they're nearing the end of construction, you can just see how much farther they have to go.
Funded only by donations to Super Channel Orlando, an independent religious TV station. You could call it a project of faith.
Do you have faith that this project will one day be finished?
I would love to see it. I would be shocked if a lot of us Orlandians are actually here still whenever it finally comes to fruition.
We have seen in the time it's taken, the first iPhone, YouTube, the creation of SpaceX. We've been asking what's next through the years, and we've gotten multiple answers. The last time we heard about a possible opening date was back in 2017. Since then, the lights have come on, but no one has moved in.
We did get a phone call from someone who said that they are interested in moving into their first floor.
Frank Martz is the city manager.
We don't know anything else than that, but we've been waiting for so long. Any news is good news now.
At this point, someone's just said they're interested.
At this point, somebody said that they're interested. They've been working with Claude Bowers, who's the president of the television station that owns that. We're hopeful that we'll have a meeting in the next few weeks with them. If it's real and it's something that can move forward, they'll have to hire architects and submit plans and go through with the normal process would be.
Is it a major milestone? Finally light at the end of the tunnel?
The most economic activity is generated is an image for socks and memes. Hopefully it'll turn into something different soon.
What we can tell you for sure, there's still a long way to go.
Maybe one day.
One day.
In Altamont Springs, Catherine Silver, News 6.
One day, we'll just have to wait and see. Want to apologize for that other story that you saw right at the beginning there. We're going to have that story coming up. It's regarding some concerns along Oak Ridge Road. We're going to have that after the break, as well as a story that I've been working on about a new wine and spirit store that is popping up in several places across Central Florida. One of their newest locations is in College Park. We're talking about the Good Pour store. We'll have that for you right after this break.
Start and stop, or do you not know how to do that?
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Just don't say Pine Hill.
I'm not going to.
Just say
residents.
Yeah. Just say like an Orange County resident.
The audio.
To News 6 Extra. I'm News 6 anchor Lisa Bell, and today we're talking about some residents who say they are fed up, tired of speeders putting kids at risk. Their area of concern is Oak Ridge Road. In fact, it was just 2 months ago where a 16-year-old student was hit and killed. And people who live in the area say speeding is a big problem. Community correspondent Mike Valente went to check out the issue for himself.
We have a problem, and we need a resolution. We need help. This neighborhood needs a good helping hand, if for nothing else than for the children.
Michael Houle says it's the children who are most at risk navigating a road that has few crosswalks and is 45 miles per hour. He notes that OBT and South Orange Avenue on either side are 40.
What makes this so personal to you?
Besides family, this is my neighborhood. This is my life. This is 29 years I've lived here. My oldest grandchild starts next year at Oak Ridge High School.
Does that worry you?
Yes.
Why does it worry you?
Because he's going to have to walk to school, and the traffic around here is horrendous.
It appears there have been efforts to get people around here to slow down, but to us, it looks like those efforts have quite literally been struck down. See, you could see where a pole used to be. That pole now lying on its side. Check this out. A sign that says slow down. It was lit up by a solar panel. And then we come right here. See, it says school entrance, letting drivers know that kids may be right around here. When you see that, what do you first notice?
I'm angry. I'm very upset that that's going on in our neighborhood and it hasn't been fixed.
Orange County Commissioner Marrow lives in the area and has been advocating for traffic calming measures. We were the ones who alerted her Thursday to this downed pole, and she alerted Public Works.
Immediately when you sent it to me, I sent it in because that's the essence of pedestrian safety, but it also tells me a car hit that, and that's why it's down. So it further reinforces how important it is to get this back and functioning.
Uribe has put in a request for a traffic study. which she hopes will result in the implementation of more signs, a designation of a school zone, and a reduction in speed.
Everything that's currently in place, you think insufficient?
Totally insufficient. Totally.
And if the county acts, Michael Houle has faith that drivers will respond accordingly.
I think people inherently are good and that they're going to try to do the right thing.
I'm your Orlando community correspondent in Orange County, Mike Valenti, News 6.
Mike, thank you. A Central Florida teacher faced years of uncertainty until a life-saving transplant at Orlando Health gave her a second chance. And now she's sharing her powerful story of resilience and finding a new way to help others find hope in hard times. News 6's Bridget Ellison shares her journey.
The name of the book is Life is a Dance. Enjoy it.
Overwhelmed with gratitude and inspiration,
We all dance in different ways.
bone marrow transplant recipient Jaymala Lawani just finished writing a children's book.
And that's her friend telling her that just go with the flow of the music and enjoy it.
To commemorate her experience and share its valuable lessons.
So my author's note is, in life, we come across many ups and downs. Sometimes we have to go through very difficult times.
Her new normal is regular blood work like this to ensure her levels are stable, a small sacrifice compared to what she's been through. Lawani suffered with health issues for years, including a persistently low blood count.
I was actually not living life. I was just living like in fear and just trying to be okay.
Again, as I mentioned,
After moving to Florida from Dubai to help her daughter, Lawani's health worsened, and she went to see hematologist and transplant physician Dr. Samar Khaled and the care team at Orlando Health Cancer Institute.
So Jamala's case is very interesting. She had a rare kind of inherited bone marrow failure syndrome. It's called Fanconi's anemia. It's very rare type of condition. It's about 1 in 300,000 live birth. The basic fundamental of this problem is inability of the cell to properly repair the damaged DNA.
Dr. Khaled and the team recommended a bone marrow transplant over immunosuppressive therapy. When she learned she had not one but 2 donor matches, Lawani was overwhelmed with joy.
I guess somehow I feel there was a hand of God, and I just feel I was so grateful that I just landed here in the right place.
In Orlando, I'm Bridget Ellison, News 6.
That is a great story, Bridget. Thank you. Finally, today, a new partnership is getting results through wine and cheese. It's called The Good Pour. It's a new wine and spirit store founded by a Central Florida couple. And the best part is they are on a mission to give back to the community. So in just 2 years, the company has already donated more than $275,000 to charities. And I recently met with the owners to see how they are doing it.
Can you believe what's happening and how this has just kind of exploded?
No, I really can't.
Juliana Horrell and her husband just opened their 3rd Good Pour wine and spirit store in College Park after opening stores in Gainesville and Longwood last year, with more stores in Winter Park, Apopka, and Naples already on the way.
But honestly, I think it's such a testament to the power of doing really good things and being a part of the community.
A part of that is giving back. Each price tag has an orange number highlighted, showing how much money Good Pour will donate to charity.
Yeah, we have over 200 charities that we work with.
Customers can select which charity they want to support with the so-called Pour Board, a real-time tracker keeping tabs on all the donations. They're also teaming up with other local businesses, including Winter Park-based Simply Cheese.
My mouth is watering just
It should
hearing
be.
you talk
It
about
should
this.
be. It should be. It is amazing.
Owner Annie Thornton started the company right after COVID, quitting her medical sales job to follow her passion.
I love everything about cheese. I love exploring new cheeses, new flavors. My biggest thing, I love like that unique cheese that you just can't find at like other big box stores. So I research, I find it, and then I make the calls. Who do I need to get in touch with to get this cheese?
About 45 varieties at any given time, all paired with different wines and spirits.
It's amazing.
Is this your favorite?
It's, oof. It's definitely in like my top 5.
It was so much fun hanging out with them and sampling all those cheeses. They are amazing. We're going to hear more from them coming up tonight on News 6 at 4. Of course, you can always get the latest headlines anytime at clickorlando.com. Thank you so much for spending some time with us on this Friday afternoon. And again, our next newscast will be today at 4. Be sure to join us then.